The great thing about collage is that you can really utilize a lot of different materials around your home. So I've got my collection of magazine materials, and the next thing that I might want to be doing is thinking about what other things can I work with. So for me, just going into my kitchen, I found a lot of really interesting things that I can play with in the collage process. One of which is just simply tinfoil. Um, and I really like tinfoil because I like shiny things. And what's great is that you can cut it into lots of different shapes and manipulate it in quite a few different ways. So here you'll notice I've got some strips and they're not quite laying flat. If you need to kind of roll up and put a little piece of tape on the back of things, you can do that. Um, Here I'm just going to kind of lay it flat. Um, and then another thing that I found that I really, really love is wax paper. Wax paper is really fabulous because it's transparent, but it adds kind of a haziness or a softness. Um, so really anything that you can lay down and that you can play with and that you can manipulate in our compositions, you're absolutely welcome to do so. So in this instance, I'm going to layer it a little bit to kind of soften the shininess of it. Maybe do something like that. And then another material that I found when I was going through my recycling materials is just a plain paper bag. There are some graphic elements on this. If you would want to use that, you're absolutely welcome to. I cut some slivers off of it and I'm going to add it here up to the top. And once again, if you've got some stuff that's lifting a little bit too much off the page, you could put it in between the pages of a heavy book and flatten it. Do that for about a day or so and then it should be pretty much ready to use. So being really creative when you're going through and trying to find your different materials. I've also had a lot of students work with their own painted or draw materials. So if you enjoy painting or if you enjoy drawing, feel free to kind of draw your own materials or draw your own, kind of swatches of color, cut those apart, and you can collage with them. This is a piece I did testing some different materials for gouache. And I could cut any one of these out and then utilize it in my composition if I wanted to. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about was really going around and kind of finding other materials around your house. So a friend of mine gave these to me, and I really, really love them because when I put them over things, they change the color underneath of them. So if you have a little brother or a little sister that has a lot of toys, or if your mom or dad has like crafty things, you could go in and kind of play with those materials. Like I've got this reflective ribbon that I could use in some manner. So explore, play, find all the different things that you can kind of play with. Another thing that I found was this plastic bag, and I can simply just cut a strip of that off. And then once again, I'm working with transparency. So here you can see I could kind of lay that in different ways. So explore, play, find all the materials that you find visually exciting, and then we're going to talk about how to start putting them together.